Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another brand new video. I hope you guys are all doing well. So in today's video, I want to give you guys an update on what is exactly happening with Bitcoin today. So you guys can clearly see straight up, right? Bitcoin is not doing much. Okay, yesterday we actually saw Bitcoin pumping slightly back up, to around 30,400. Okay, and early this morning, we actually did, in fact, see Bitcoin have this drop back down to $29,000, which is where Bitcoin is at right now. Okay, so Bitcoin right now is coming out 29.8, just under $29.9 thousand. Okay, so it's still holding up very, very well, in my opinion. Okay, you guys can clearly see for the past, 3 weeks. Okay, Bitcoin has not really been moving. You guys can just clearly see that, right? But I do believe, soon enough, we're going to see Bitcoin, have another rally up. Now, if we go to the daily time frame, you guys can really see right here that Bitcoin has not really been moving at all, right, for the past like 3 weeks now. Okay, so Bitcoin has been sort of stagnant. Okay, I understand that. A lot of you guys may think Bitcoin is sort of boring right now, but I'm telling you guys right now, okay, soon enough, we will in fact see Bitcoin have a massive rally back up to the upside. Okay, so we have in fact been seeing Bitcoin have these rallies, okay, all of this year, throughout this year in 2023. You guys can clearly see, right? So there's a rally right here. Okay, there's a rally right here. Okay, a little rally right here as well. And then we saw, our Bitcoin have this very, very small downtrend right here forming right for the past like few weeks, I believe. Okay, and then we also just recently had a rally right here. So I really do believe another rally will in fact form right around here. But we will most likely, guys, okay, see a little retest for Bitcoin. Okay, so we could actually see Bitcoin drop further down to the downside to maybe $28,000 to maybe even 27, right? But after that, we're gonna see Bitcoin, bounce back up to the upside, right? So yes, if we do in fact have a retest, we're gonna see Bitcoin drop slightly. It's not gonna be like a massive crash for Bitcoin to drop back down to like $25,000. I don't think that's likely to happen. I feel like it's more likely for Bitcoin to drop to like $28,000 to $27,000. Okay, to have like a small little retest back down to the downside. But if it doesn't, okay, we're gonna see Bitcoin continue to pump up to the upside. Okay, and I'm more into that, right? But the market today is down 0.20%. Okay, and you guys clearly see the global crypto market cap is still holding up very well, currently at 1.2 trillion. And you guys can clearly see for the past 24 hours, Bitcoin and Ethereum have not really been moving. XRP is actually down 4% today. Yesterday, XRP was actually pumping, right? I was currently at like 83 cents. Currently, it's at 79 cents, so just under 80 cents. But, XRP, in my opinion, is still holding up very, very well, right? It really, really is. We know recently, about a week ago, it was in fact pumping like crazy. Okay, and same with other altcoins, it was pumping. Same with Bitcoin and whatnot, right? Everything was pumping. Okay, but just recently, okay, everything is sort of starting to, slow down, which is understandable. Okay, but you guys have to understand, right? We're still in a bear market. I want to say we aren't, in fact, 100%, in a bull market just yet. So everything is still sort of stagnant. But I'm telling you this right now, okay? Alt season, we know is about to happen. We know the Bitcoin halving is about to happen. We know we are, in fact, about to enter the next bull market. And, I will, in fact, obviously show you guys, okay, that we are, in fact, about to enter the next bull market, right? So meaning we will in fact see Bitcoin pump like massive, and of course altcoins will pump like massive very, very soon, like very soon. Okay, so that's exactly what I want to talk about in today's video. But you guys clearly see, right, for the past 24 hours, altcoins have not really been moving. Okay, in fact, Cardano and Solana are in fact down slightly. You guys clearly see that. Polygon is actually up 2% today. So that's that. You guys can see Chainlink. Now, Chainlink has in fact been pumping. You guys know I'm a huge fan of Chainlink, right? And it's up 19% today. Okay, Chainlink is the winner here. And I told you guys, right? Chainlink has some special things happening for the future, right? We know Chainlink is the biggest Oracle network in the crypto space. So we know Chainlink is not going to go anywhere, right? And I really do believe in the next bull market that Chainlink is going to be in like the top 10 altcoins, right? The top 10 crypto coin, right? Out of the entire cryptocurrency market right now, it's currently at number 20, and I really do believe it's going to replace all these other altcoins, and it's going to move up to the top 10 at least. That's just my personal opinion, right? Or maybe in the top 15 at least. Okay, so Chainlink is absolutely pumping today, 19%, pretty much 20%, right? Let's have a look here on TradingView. Yeah, you guys can just clearly see that, right? And in fact, you guys have in fact been mentioning that you guys want to see videos of Chainlink. You know, I made a fair few videos talking about Chainlink. So I will in fact make a updated video talking about Chainlink, most likely maybe tomorrow or the day after that, right? We will see, but I will for sure soon, guys, make a updated Chainlink video, right? So that's that, okay? But let's get into these charts now. Okay, starting off with this one, we are in fact seeing a crossover for Bitcoin, and we know every single time we see this, you know, this crossover for Bitcoin, things will speed up, right? We will in fact see another massive rally up for Bitcoin. You guys can clearly see every single time we see this crossover for Bitcoin, right? It pumps. So we saw a crossover here in 2012, it pumped, and then it had a little drop. And then we saw a crossover here, right here in 2016, and then 2017, it absolutely pumped. We all know that. And then it dropped again. Then we saw a crossover. Okay, and then, you know, towards the end of 2020 and early 2021, it pumped. You guys can see that. So right now, guys, we are in fact seeing a crossover, meaning it's all ups from here, right? But for that to happen, okay, yes, we will in fact most likely see a retest for Bitcoin. Now, like I said earlier at the beginning of this video, yes, right, if Bitcoin were to, you know, have a drop, right, it's not going to drop too much. Okay, we will potentially see Bitcoin drop to like I said, you know, $28,000 to maybe even $27,000. I don't think it will go lower than 27K. That's just my personal opinion. And then after that, it's going to bounce back up to $30,000, and it's going to continue to rally up from there, guys, right? So what we saw a couple of months ago, right, when Bitcoin was in fact forming this downtrend, we could actually see that slowly happening for Bitcoin once again, right? But after that, it's going to have a massive movement up to the upside. And that's exactly what we saw, right? It was just recently, okay, a couple of months ago, when Bitcoin was in fact forming this downtrend, okay, it was forming this downtrend, and then it broke this resistance line, and that's how it rallied up. You guys can clearly see that, right? So we could see the exact same thing, okay, coming up for Bitcoin in the next few weeks. But we will see, guys, okay, we will see. This could potentially happen, or we could potentially just see Bitcoin just bounce back up to, you know, 30K to 31K, and of course break a new high for this year in 2023, you know, 32K. Very, very possible for Bitcoin, right? Now here's another chart. All ups from Bitcoin. Seems like Bitcoin is in fact forming, you know, a very bullish pattern here. You know, it's all ups from here, guys. Okay, so it's looking really, really, really bullish for Bitcoin, guys. Okay, I don't think Bitcoin's gonna shoot up this straight up. Okay, but we're gonna obviously see Bitcoin pop up. Obviously, it's gonna have little, you know, consolidations along the way. It's gonna have a little retest along the way, right? Like what it's been doing all of 2023. We know that. But we will see, guys. Okay, but Bitcoin is ready to really have a parabolic movement. Okay, so be excited for that for all my Bitcoin holders out there, right? And you guys can clearly see this D3 chart closer to where Bitcoin is at right now. You know, this bullish it's called a pennant pattern, something like that, and it seems like it's going to shoot up, right? So that's that. Here's another one. So we know Bitcoin has already hit bottom all of 2022. You know, 2022 was literally the worst year for Bitcoin, right? And I'm about to show you guys a chart, right? Indicating that. But you guys can clearly see all of 2022, you know, Bitcoin dropped massively, okay, from its previous all-time highs, which was around 69K, all the way down to 15K, which was in fact its previous lows in 2022, and it still is. You guys can clearly see that is pretty much a 77% drop from its previous highs to its lows, which was 15K. That's a 77% drop, right? Which was massive. Again, you guys can clearly see Bitcoin is in fact forming a new pattern up to the upside, right? So slowly recovering. Okay, so pretty much all of this year in 2023, we just have in fact been seeing Bitcoin recover pretty much, right? This entire year in 2023. So that's that, and it's looking pretty good. Okay, we have in fact had some decent months this year in 2023. You know, in January, I had a 40% return. March, right? We had a 23% return. So, you know, this year so far in 2023, right, for the past like few months, 7 months, has been great. You know what I mean? We have, in fact, been seeing Bitcoin slowly recover back up to the upside, which is what's most important, right? So yeah, guys, like I told you guys, okay, I actually made a video talking about this a couple of days ago, actually. So congrats, guys, right? If you're still around, okay, and you know you're literally one of the few survivors of the Bitcoin bear market, the longest bear market ever, right? 490 days. Just think about that, right? So I'm telling you this right now. If you literally survive, this is how I see it. If you literally survived all of 2022, which was last year, right? You can literally survive anything in Bitcoin and crypto. You know what I mean? Like literally, because 2022, guys, was the worst year for Bitcoin and crypto. We know that year we were in fact entering, you know, the next cycle, which was in fact the bear market, and a lot of things were in fact, you know, negative things, right? No good things, right? But negative things were in fact happening that year that caused Bitcoin to drop and just cryptocurrency in general, right? The crypto market. We saw a fair few crypto exchanges collapsing, major exchanges as well. Okay, we saw like Celsius, we saw the big one, right? FTX, and many more exchanges pretty much just shutting down and going bankrupt, right? And of course, we saw things like, you know, for example, Terra Luna, who remembers, right? Back in May of 2022, we saw Terra Luna collapsing. Okay, and that was massive. That obviously caused, you know, the crypto markets drop massively. Like that entire year was just a really bad year, guys, right? It really was. I felt like a lot of negative things did in fact happen that year that caused Bitcoin to drop, and of course, just the entire market to drop as well, right? So if you literally survived 2022, okay, you can literally survive anything. If you guys were simply just hodling and buying more and stacking more, great. Okay, that is absolutely amazing. I hope you guys didn't panic. I hope you guys didn't panic sell or anything like that, because most people did, and they are not survivors, right? So I hope you guys are in fact a survivor, because that was literally the longest bear market ever in history. You know what I mean? You know, in previous years we had, you know, a 386 days, 386 days right there. 2019, 204 days, right? So this one's 490 days. So just think about that. Okay, so yeah, it's a huge difference, right? So that's that. Now, I don't think I actually showed you guys this chart, but if I haven't, I'll show you guys this chart. I think I did show you guys this chart yesterday. I'm not quite sure, but bull run to 250k, and you know that is honestly very could be, you know, very realistic, right? Bitcoin, we could actually possibly see Bitcoin pump to 250k, very possible. And I told you guys many times, you know, in my previous videos, and I'll say it again. Personally, my personal price prediction for Bitcoin in the next bull market, the next bull run, is around 200k to 250k, maybe even 300k as well. Now, a lot of people out there are in fact saying that Bitcoin can actually go higher than 300k, right? People are saying it can go to like 320, 350, 380 to even 400k, right? Which is absolutely insane, but it's possible. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna stick with, you know, 200k to 300k. I think that is very possible for Bitcoin in the next bull market, right? So this is what the chart would look like for Bitcoin if it were to, you know, pump to 250k, and it's beautiful. I must say, right? So it's looking pretty good for Bitcoin, guys. So buckle up, be excited for that. Now, this is a chart that I want to show you guys, right? Bitcoin's new cycle started after the 2022 low. So you guys are clicking in this chart. We know we hit bottom. Okay, Bitcoin went all the way down to around $15,000, and what that was in fact its low. Okay, so it hit bottom. And just recently in 2023, early of January, we saw Bitcoin having a pump up to the upside. So it's obviously forming a new pattern up to the upside, right? It's breaking out, okay, from its previous lows, and it's slowly, you know, recovering back up to the upside, right? So we're gonna see Bitcoin slowly recover. Okay, I feel like that's what we will in fact be seeing for Bitcoin throughout 2023. Okay, for this entire year, we're going to see Bitcoin slowly recover, and I really do believe, you know, towards the end of this year in 2023, we're going to see a 50k Bitcoin or over 50k Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin, I don't think This year we will in fact see Bitcoin, reach back up to its previous highs, but it's gonna be close to its previous all-time highs. That's just my personal opinion. But yeah, 100%, okay, in 2024, we're going to see Bitcoin easily reach back up to its previous highs and, of course, reach a new all-time high. Once the Bitcoin halving actually happens, right, we're not going to see Bitcoin pump straight out. Once the halving event happens for Bitcoin, right, we're not going to see Bitcoin pump straight up. Got to give it a few weeks time, and of course even a few months time. So that's why I've been telling guys, towards the end of 2024, that's when we will really see Bitcoin pump, right? So be excited for that, guys, right? So yes, the new cycle started after, the 2022 low. So extremely bullish long-term movements are in fact coming for Bitcoin. So be excited for that. Now, to end off this video, I want to show you guys one more chart. And this chart here indicates that Bitcoin is now just 57% away from its previous highs. Okay, remember, Bitcoin at one point was down all the way down here, which was a 77% drop from its previous highs, right? So since Bitcoin has in fact been pumping, it's almost there, you know what I mean? It's almost halfway there to its previous all-time highs, not quite. If Bitcoin were to pump up to 34K to even 35K, then yes, I would say we are in fact, halfway there to reaching back up to Bitcoin's previous all-time highs, right? But we're not quite there yet, okay? But we're almost there, but not quite. But eventually we will get there, guys, okay? We will eventually get there. So that's that, guys, okay? That is that. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you guys have not yet already. Obviously, I will keep you guys updated on what's gonna happen with Bitcoin in the next few days. Hopefully, we will in fact see a massive movement up to the upside for Bitcoin, but we will see. Okay, but on that, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys all in my next video. Have a blessed day, guys.